Qua Battlefield Gate 18 is a top-down turn-based strategy game for VR. It can be played seated, standing, or in room scale. You can move around the field with teleport, and you can even go down to like life size to see the action up close. Really good sense of scale. Qua took me about 7 hours to finish. It has a full campaign, which is more than a lot of VR games have out there, but at the time of making this video, it's also all it has. There's no skirmish mode or multiplayer. My problem with the campaign is that all the missions feel like scenarios, and they don't feel connected, and it doesn't really feel like there's a main story. You do unlock letters as you progress through the story, where a soldier and his cousin read and write letters to each other, which gives you some insight to the world, and the world, buildings and tech are all interesting. And the game is based on a tabletop game, but I sort of expect more story and lore. Buildings in your home base can be upgraded in between missions. If you want to improve all of them, you will have to repeat missions. Going into a mission, you get a certain amount of points to spend on units, and then you take those units in with you into the mission. The objective 90% of the time is to kill all the enemies, which isn't very varied. It doesn't really make sense when the mission at the start is that you've been ambushed and you're surrounded, but the objective is to still defeat all the enemies, and the enemy faction does have better tech than you. It doesn't really make sense for the objective to still be kill all the enemies. As for gameplay, it is turn-based, so you move, attack, the enemy moves, attacks. You move one unit and attack, the enemy moves one unit and attacks, etc, etc, until every unit has had a turn. Then they all sort of refresh and can be used again. It is worth saying it's very slow. You can't rely on using one unit, you have to use your whole army. If you have 10 units, the enemy has 15. After you've moved, attacked each 10 times, the enemy's going to have 5 units left over, right? So then he gets to have 5 turns in a row until every unit on the field has been used, then they will refresh, and then you can go again. Units that aren't tanks have morale, so when you attack, there's a chance to hit, miss, or be suppressed. When you're suppressed, you lose 1 point in morale, you have 5 in total. When all 5 are lost, that unit will panic, move out of cover, and will also miss their next turn. Qua reminds me of XCOM for 2 reasons. There's half cover and full cover, and also, your guys will miss their shots all the time. This really doesn't help the pace. But what's worse is there's no explanation. Why do they miss at point blank? What bonuses do I get from half cover and full cover? At what angle do I still get the bonus from cover? Do tanks get a penalty for firing at point blank? When you choose to move, you can see whether you will be in range to attack the other unit, but I can't see that if I move here, am I going to have vision for my airstrike to hit? For difficulty, I had to restart some of the earlier missions, but after that I finished every mission on my first go. Sometimes I finished with 1 unit left, other times my whole army. The AI seems to prioritize killing a weak unit of yours rather than damaging a stronger one, like a tank. And it won't move its whole army at once, it will leave some units behind, which helps you win, sort of. And the game could do like hard mode. Playstyle. As much as I love room scale, Qua is probably best played seated with the floor raised, so you're not looking down too much because of how slow the game is. Graphics pretty good, good sense of scale, really nice sets. Animation can be pretty buggy though at times. They'll fire in the wrong direction, but they still are attacking whatever unit they're supposed to be attacking. Performance, I played in medium settings. I have an i7 32GB RAM, an AMD R9 290, and VIA equivalent is probably about a GTX 970. If I played on the higher setting, I'll lose frames, so that gives you some idea about performance. Sound, okay. Voice acting with the letters is fine. The commander's voice is a bit annoying. Gameplay is good. Slow and repetitive, but upgrades, new units, and the maps help keep things interesting. Qua Battlefield Gate 18 overall. Pros, strategy in VR. Really neat, good sense of scale. It is a full game, it's not early access with a good amount of content. Interesting world and technology. Cons, animation is pretty buggy, which I can get over. It is very, very slow though, the game. It'd be nice if you could just speed up the animation. Detail stats are missing, which really doesn't help you, and like, how can I finish this mission quicker, how can I do it more efficiently when I'm missing out all these stats I need to know. And the campaign doesn't really feel like a proper campaign, it feels like scenarios. Overall, Qua Battlefield Gate 18 gets a good out of 10. Thanks for watching.